Hey you guys, what's up and welcome to this week's Shop My Stash. We're looking a little bit different today. Typically we start over at my IKEA drawers, and so right now I've got a Sephora bag that's kind of full of stuff. So I thought it'd be fun to do a Shop My Stash this week of newly purchased makeup products, because February has been a really great month when it comes to new makeup, especially because of the pinks and the purples, and anyways, you guys know. But I've got quite a bit of stuff. Now, a couple of the things in this bag I've already done reviews for, but it's still in this bag because I wanted to film this video. But there's things that I really haven't been able to dive deep into that have only been used once, maybe twice at most, and I really want to pull those things out together so that we can so that you know, really, I already know, I think, but so that you can know what I want to use or what I am going to use this week. So let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a little bit different. So, ooh, gosh, hope I didn't break anything there. Okay, so let's start off with this one so I can put it out of the way. Well, and I actually already can tell you it's so reflective. I can already tell you this is something I want to use this week. This is the Profusion Lovestruck palette. It's the one that I found at Walmart maybe a week before Valentine's. But it has got an amazing array of shades. Gosh, it's just amazing. I passed it by, and then when I got home, I was like, darn, I should have picked it up. So I went right back for it. But it's got 3 pressed glitters that are sensational. It's got a baby pink, like a fuchsia pink, and then a purple with kind of like red and pink reflects. It's just a wonderful color story. It's a little bit of everything. There's a hot pink there, really pretty coral, a vibrant pink, like satiny type of shade. Anyways, we're going to pull this out and use this as one of our palettes for the week. For reference, that line right there, so you see all the way to the left, there's that purple sparkle. That's one of the pressed glitters. So from that glitter all the way to the hot pink, which is 1, 2, 3. So there's basically 5 shades all lined up, that purple all the way to the bright pink. That's from this palette. I'm still in disbelief that this palette was only $13, you guys. But that's definitely going to be what we use for this week. So technically I've already shopped my stash, just kind of disclaimer, because I wanted to put swatches on my hand for you. But that being said, we're still going to go through this stuff together. But usually I don't know firsthand what I'm going to use. We do that together. And this time I do, in case you're wondering. So let's start going through this bag. I know it looks a little full. So first off is the Violet Voss Sweet Violet palette. I purchased this one on Valentine's Day. It was the day I went for the McGrath Cosmetics Millennial Pinks palette, and I've gotten away from buying her minis because I feel like the minis end up not being the same quality as her larger ones, but I was a little sucked in by the color scheme. I can't say that I wasn't, and then this shade really sold me on the palette. But anyways, this is what it looks like right here. You've got like different tones of purple, and then, you know, you've got that, like I said, that champagne type shade, which is everything. And I love just how this packaging is very, very pretty. I very much like it, and so I think we're going to use that this week. So those 4 shades, so all the way on the left you see that like purpley pink, and then there's 2 purples, and then there's that gold champagne sparkle goodness right there. That's that palette right there. That's the Sweet Violet palette, and I really have only used it once. So I feel like this week I need to use it some more so that I can really decide if I love it or not. It's very pretty, don't get me wrong, but I think, well, I don't know. Based on first impression, I think I still stand by my first... Wait, what? Based on first impression, I stand by my thought that her bigger palettes are still better quality. So there's that right there. Okay, so let's move this over here. As far as the Millennial Pinks, I've already used this plenty of times because I did a review for you guys. So I think I'm going to put that one to the side. So for the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2 palette, I definitely want to put it to more use this week. It's just, I love how she makes her eyeshadows multifunctional, which that's not to say you can't do that with any eyeshadow, but I like how she points it out. She makes it known, like that you can use these types for blush. And I just gotta tell you, the mattes in this palette are just as amazing as all her other palettes. I have found these to be a little stiffer, almost reminiscent of the Lemonade palette, though not near as bad. But the mattes, you guys, so incredible. Look, do you see that like mustard yellow and then that mint green and then my knuckle bone has that blush shade type, you know, thing. But they are, and that's one swipe. So pigmented. There was absolutely no skimping on quality for these mattes. It's amazing. So I definitely want to, especially since we've got like the purples and bolder shades there, I want to go through this palette this week and put that to use. So let's move on. Okay, so I've done a review on this palette. It's so amazing. It's actually wearing what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Yes, and then I did put it back in the bag. But it's amazing, and it's coming, I believe, March 3rd to Sephora. It's already available at Ulta. I highly, highly recommend, and I've already done a review on it, so if you're interested, let's go ahead and pull this out as well. Did a review of this one as well in the same video as I did the eyeshadow palette, so I'm also wearing this palette today. But anyways, so that is that. We got a lot to go through in here, you guys. Okay, let's move on to this. This is the Pat McGrath Opulust lip gloss in the shade Venomistress. And these glosses are so incredible, you guys. Look at the packaging. Like, I wanted to buy this almost just for this box. So pretty. But no, I wouldn't have bought it just for the box. For those of you who are like, would she have really spent $28? No, I wouldn't. Her glosses are expensive, and I don't usually buy any kind of full size of her gloss or her lipsticks. I buy the minis, but I don't buy the full size. This, however, was kind of a must. This is so sparkly, the most sparkly gloss I have ever come across in my life. And now I want the lavender one, but here's what it looks like right there. Now it's kind of, I feel like it kind of settled into my line, so it's looking a little streaky right now, but do you see how sparkly that is? It's ridiculous. And the nice thing is I don't need to layer this over a lipstick because it's very, like, it adds the perfect shade without needing something opaque underneath. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. So we're going to place that out here. I'm going to use that this week for sure. Okay, I feel like I'm tired of talking. All right, the Kylie Stormi palette. I feel like this got mixed reviews. I very much like mine. So the question is, do I want to use it this week or not? Okay, so let me show you what it looks like in case you've been curious. But it's very, very pretty, very girly, very feminine, very... I feel like it's appropriate for it being themed about a little girl. It's got very, very pretty, I just don't know how to describe it to you. So let me give you swatches. So you see that like lavender with the, it's got a gold shift that's lovely, and then there's a peach shade right by it. Like they're very soft and very appropriate. And then there's that gold right there, very pretty. Now that gold is very sparse, so if you just want a wash of sparkle on the eye, that'll do it. Or you can like layer it on top. But anyways, very, very pretty. The question is, do I want to use this week? And I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I'm going to put it to the side. All right, let's move on. This is something from the Stormi collection I will use this week. This is the blush. And this is very pretty. However, I don't think my deep skin tone ladies would benefit from this. And there was only one blush. I like the packaging, very consistent with all her other packaging, except it's got Stormi's name on the front. Sorry, I'm opening this up. So here's what it looks like. Let me open this the whole way. How can I describe it to you? It's like a nude peach, I guess, and it's almost coming across, at least in the viewfinder, deeper than what it is, but that's really what it looks like. I am a light to light medium skin tone, and yeah, anyways. I do want to use it this week, I think. What else? Okay. There are a couple of foundations that I purchased. One at TJ Maxx for $8, and it is the Becca Skin Love foundation. And let's see, it's in the shade Vanilla, I think. Yep, it's in the shade Vanilla. I was shocked that they even had this in store, TJ Maxx, because they never have my shade. I feel like I might be like a common shade, I don't know. But anyways, I loved the spray of this line, so that's what prompted me to purchase this. I don't typically, unless I'm really wanting a foundation, I typically won't buy it even if it's a great price. However, $8 was almost too good of a price because this thing's $36. So, and given that I love the spray, I thought, well, I might like it too. I like it. I will tell you, I like it. I don't love it. I'm glad I only got it for $8, quite frankly. I would tell you the other foundation that I would have paid more than $5 for. It's funny because I like this one more than I like that one. And it's the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. This is the dewy version. This thing is like, okay, let me tell you. When I use the same foundation every day for about a week and a half and leave my high-end foundations alone, then I know it's something good. And that's what I've been doing with this one. I love this so much. So I'm definitely putting that in this week's stash because I don't want to not use it this week. Let's see. This is another TJ Maxx. I don't typically buy a lot of makeup at TJ Maxx, you guys. I know it's looking like it, and I've got another blush in the bag from there, but this is the watermelon shade, and it's called Like My Melons, I think. Yep. Like My Melons. But it smells good. It's pretty. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go back and pay $10 for it. I know that sounds harsh, but it's pretty. I don't know that I'm absolutely in love with it, but we'll use it this week. The other blush, this Sephora brush, we're going to leave in here because I haven't started using it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Sephora brushes were 50% off, and they're all sold out on the site, and I didn't realize they were all 50% off. But anyways, I was able to grab a couple. This I also got at TJ Maxx. So I got 3 things at TJ Maxx. This, the Too Faced, and the Becca. And that's like the first thing I had gotten at TJ Maxx as far as makeup goes, and I can't even tell you how long. It's been like ridiculously... I never find anything. It's all ripped open, tested, swatched. It's gross. Anyways, this is the Bare Minerals. Let's see. It's called the Bounce and Blur in Pink Sky. And I really hunted this shade because they had a ton of like the nude one. It seemed too deep. And what other one did they have? Let's see if I can open this with one hand. They had another one, but this one was the one I really wanted. And lo and behold, I ended up finding it the back of a little rack. But anyways, here we go. I know. Some of y'all get freaked out when I try to open these with one hand because you're afraid I'm going to drop it. And I'm right there with you. This is very, very pretty. Feels very creamy, but it almost goes on like a powder. But I guess that's why it's called Bounce and Blur, because it's supposed to be kind of creamy. So, let's use that for this week. So, that pretty much takes care of everything that was in the bag. So I'm going to have to supplement a couple of things though. So first off, let's go ahead and grab our normal stuff. So I need primer. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between the Fenty primer and the P. Louise. I need mascara because y'all will hunt me down if I don't put mascara out there. Sometimes I forget. Not only that, I think it's just like such an everyday basic thing that I'm like, no one cares. But I'm glad to know y'all do. And this is the Maybelline Hyper Easy. I have been using no other liquid liner than this. You guys, I haven't even needed my Kaja Wink stamp for a wing template because this one, I can do a wing so easy with this. I can't even tell you. It's worth its weight in gold, that eyeliner. Okay, so I think we've got most things there. All right, so let's see what else we need to grab or supplement from existing. I think the light's a little strong here, man. Getting like a glare. Okay, that's better. Whew, I'm out of breath. I thought I'd have been like giving a speech or something. Okay, so I've got 3 palettes. I've got plenty of palettes. And then I've got foundation. Okay, so let's go ahead and come over to powder. What powder do we want? Let's go ahead and use the Jouer. Mine is in the shade, let's see, Light. It's the Soft Focus Hydrate in the shade Light. So we'll use this one for this week. So I've got powder. I'm also going to pull this little Hourglass powder. It's like a trial size or a deluxe size. But I do not like this powder under my eyes. It makes my under eyes look super creepy and just very unattractive. What else do I need? I need brows. And as of lately, On the daily, I've been using the e.l.f., whatever this is called. Let's bring it over here. This is called the, wow, I don't even remember. It's like a pomade, but it's actually a cream, and you can also use it as a liner. It's in the shade Espresso. It's very easy to work with, but you do have to use it a few times to almost like get the knack for how it goes best onto your brows, because since it is so creamy, it can end up being a little runny almost. So, but I've gotten the hang of it now, and I can put it on real easy, and my brows look very sharp and defined, and it's very nice. So I'm good with brows. I've got foundation. We need concealer. So we'll go back to do that. I've got some blush, a setting powder. I got plenty of blush, apparently. Okay, let's go over to get some concealer. This is where I've been keeping my concealers lately. And I think for this week, it's either going to be between the Huda Overachiever or the Too Faced Born This Way. I think we're going to choose Huda. And while we're here, let's go ahead and, I don't know what I want to use. I don't know that I've got anything. Let's use this. I haven't used this in a while. This is the Tarte Lit, what is this called? The Tarte Lit Chrome Paint, and it's beautiful. So I think that's what we're going to use for our highlights. Let's see, what else am I missing? Am I missing anything else? I've got concealer, and I've got powder. I've got highlight. That'll be the one highlight I use this week. And then I've got blush, and I've got shadow, I've got liner, mascara, and then I've got the gloss. So really the only thing left is maybe a lipstick. Do I want to use, I do want to use a lipstick of some sort. So you know what? I've got these up here. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to use the KK Beauty Nude lipsticks. This is the, I think it's called the Best of Nudes lipstick set. This is such a good set, and honestly, it was just lying here because I had picked one out to use the other day. So I'm actually glad it was, because now I know that I will get use out of this week. Let me put the camera down so I can open this up and show you. So it comes in its little acrylic box, which the presentation is lovely for these. And there's one missing because it's in my purse. But literally it's 4 out of the, I think, 7 shades from her nude lineup. And here is what these 3 look like. So you've got everything from like the lightest over to the deepest, and it's really a good variety. So it's not like you're stuck with just one nude. You've got like a whole variety. So based on that, I think this will pair really nicely this week, especially because we've got some of those purples and some, the look is going to be focused on the eye. So I think it'll be nice to do some nude lips. So I think that we've got everything we need for this week. Based on the shopping my Sephora bag for all the new makeup. We've supplemented some stuff, and I think I am all set for the week. Now it took the guesswork out of me having to pick everything out because we did it together, and I think I'm good to go. So that being said, you guys, I hope this inspires you to pick some stuff out of your own collection, to maybe get organized for the week and decide what you want to wear and put some of that makeup to use that you've paid all that good money for. So on that note, guys, I'll go ahead and sign off here. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.